Hey Collider fans, Bohemian Rhapsody is out in theaters this weekend. The film traces the meteoric rise of Freddie Mercury and Queen through their iconic songs and revolutionary sound, and culminates with their legendary set at 1985's Live Aid, which I was old enough to have seen on TV, my God. The film and Rami Malek's transcendent performance has gotten some high praise from us here at Collider, and so it motivated us to look back through the history of film and count down our top 5 music biopics. There have been quite a few over the years, ranging from Elvis Presley to Tina Turner to Sid Vicious to Richie Valens to Ian Curtis to Hank Williams to Beethoven and everything in between. So it was a killer queen cutting this list down to just 5. All right, sit back in your assigned seat with your concert shirt on and your beverage in hand and get ready to rock out to this list. Coming in at number 5 is Oliver Stone's 1991 biopic on The Doors titled The Doors. Well, that's an easy one to remember. The film stars Val Kilmer as Jim Morrison in what may be the greatest performance of his career. He brings Morrison to life so vividly that you, as the viewer, feel that you are watching the reincarnation of Morrison and not just an actor performing the role. The film chronicles the coming together of the Doors and their rise in the Southern California rock scene during the late 60s and early 70s. As they achieve their success, Morrison's experiential personality threatens to destroy the group on and off the stage as they run afoul of their promoters, their fans, and the law. Stone captures why they were such a unique band in the rock galaxy with some great concert scenes. Of special note is the Not to Touch the Earth scene, where Stone infuses the Native American influences of Morrison and shamanic atmosphere that Morrison and the Doors created in their performances. It's one not to be missed. The film also stars Kyle MacLachlan as Ray Manzarek, Frank Whaley as Robbie Krieger, and Kevin Dillon as John Densmore. The number 4 movie on our list is a legendary group out of Southern California as well, but for vastly different reasons. 2015's Straight Outta Compton from director F. Gary Gray chronicles the formation of NWA, the gangster rap pioneers from the early 90s. The group's membership include DOC, DJ Yella, MC Ren, and 3 MCs who will go on to achieve global fame in Dr. Dre, Ice Cube, and Eazy-E. Gray does not shy away from highlighting the past of the group members, but he also showcases the very real societal pressures that motivated the greatest music. He includes some pulsating concert scenes as well that bring the best of NWA's music to life. But he also finds time to highlight the smaller, more personal moments between the members that solidified them as a family. It's so well done that when the divisions start to show within the group that will eventually doom them, you can't help but feel a desperate hope for them to work it out before the powerful loss that comes at the end. Corey Hawkins stars as Dr. Dre, O'Shea Jackson Jr. as Ice Cube, who is his real-life dad, Jason Mitchell as Eazy-E, and Paul Giamatti as their allegedly duplicitous manager, Jerry Heller. NWA was one step ahead of the rap game as the genre was moving away from the hand-waving crowd pleasers of the 80s to the more brutally honest and socially conscious music that was catching the attention of the pop culture zeitgeist, and Gray perfectly captures it here. Ray nabs our number 3 spot. Jamie Foxx's transformation into Ray Charles is nothing short of revelatory, and he won the Best Actor in 2004 for his performance. Taylor Hackford, who was also nominated for Best Director, directs this biopic that chronicles Charles's life from a child who slowly goes blind at the age of 7 in the Deep South to the worldwide sensation he becomes thanks to his unique approach to rhythm and blues music. Along the way, we see Charles deal with a myriad of issues as he climbs the ladder of fame, including racism, mistreatment from bandmates because of his blindness, anger within his own community for using gospel music as the foundation for his R&B sound, and resistance from music executives to take charge of the direction of his career. But what really sets this biopic apart is the gutsiness to not show an altogether flattering portrait of the man as he pursues his musical dreams. Hackford and Fox show us Charles's drug addiction in all its sadness and ugliness. They also show us his womanizing ways and how both of these issues threaten to destroy his marriage and his family. But overall, the film is a portrait of a self-made man who overcame his blindness to find his unique sound through trial and error and establish himself as a legend in the world of music. Our penultimate film is the 1984 Oscar winner for Best Picture, Amadeus. The film, directed by the late Milos Forman, traces the story of Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart through the eyes of his greatest adversary, Antonio Salieri. At least Salieri thinks he is Mozart's greatest adversary. The film is based on Peter Shaffer's stage play and stars Thomas Holtz as Mozart and F. Murray Abraham as Salieri. It's a unique and very unstuffy portrayal of a classical musical legend, who many consider to be the greatest composer ever. Holtz portrays him as a giggling, ambitious man-child who's never fully grown up and is constantly being saved from true disaster because of his abilities. In the end, though, the pressures from his domineering stage dad, his wife Constance and her desperate family, and the manipulations of Salieri conspire in the film to eventually break Mozart and lead to a tragic ending. Along the way, however, Foreman treats us to an incredibly unique biopic that delivers a new appreciation of the man's music, and Abraham treats us to a delightfully and frightfully unsettling portrayal of one of the most unique villains in film history. And finally, walking confidently into our #1 spot with a guitar slung over its shoulder is James Mangold's Walk the Line. The film stars Joaquin Phoenix as the legendary Johnny Cash and Reese Witherspoon in an Oscar-winning turn as June Carter. The film vacillates between present day and flashbacks as we see Cash's journey from dirt-poor cotton farmer to fledgling musician to troubled famous musician to legendary and beloved superstar. The driving force of this film, however, is Cash's all-consuming love of Witherspoon's Carter. He destroys his first marriage and almost his career because of it, and leaves a trail of emotional wreckage in his wake and within himself. Reese Witherspoon is a combination of heart and steel, as she resists fully giving into her love for Cash because of his responsibilities and eventually his alcohol and drug addiction. This frustration and the guilt over his brother's death leads Cash to an alcohol and drug-fueled suicidal depression that almost consumes him. He eventually confronts his past and his pain and climbs out of his depression to become the man in black and win the heart of June. It's definitely a foot-stomping, take-no-prisoners film that features performances from two of the greatest actors working today and a director that would eventually direct one of the best superhero films ever made in Logan. Well, there you have it. That's our top 5 music biopics in honor of the release of Bohemian Rhapsody. Let us know what you thought of this list and what movies you would have included on our list in the comments section below. Remember to like and share this video on your social media and subscribe to our Collider Quick channel for more videos just like this. Now, go see Bohemian Rhapsody in theaters and let it rock you.
For you, I know I'd even try to turn the tide, because you're mine. I walk the line.